question.
Looking forward to it.
I really treasure the opportunity to write the kind of books that I do, and one of the things that I treasure most about it is that when the book is over, I can give it to you, and then we're done. You know, like, then the book has a life of its own, and I really believe that books belong to their readers, and so when it's finished and I can give it to you, then it's yours. And it's kind of both, hopefully, your blessing, but it's definitely your problem. And if I were writing a series, then it would still be my problem. And that sounds horrible. What Hogwarts house would you be in?
Well, I've always thought Ravenclaw, but then Pottermore put me in Slytherin. So I guess I'm a Slitherclaw.
Seems very unlikely. It's almost like Pottermore just randomly distributes the houses. Oh God, sorry.
It's so odd how they're all equal in number.
I was obviously kidding. Just for the record. No attacks, please. I am a Hufflepuff, regardless of regardless of whether in both Pottermore and in IRL.
John, what color socks are you wearing?
Argyle.
Actually, these are Argyle socks that were embroidered DFTBA by a nerd fighter.
Yeah.
I gave them to John, and then I stole them from my brother, John.
Yeah, they're my socks. They were given to me last night by
Do you want them back?
And I never got to wear them. How does it feel having most of your fan base being teenage girls, seeing as you are not?
I hadn't noticed they were not teenage girls. That's a really good point.
Can I make one point? Most of our fans are not teenage girls.
It's true.
It's true.
It is the largest portion of our demographic.
It is a plurality.
Yeah.
But most of the viewers of our videos, and honestly probably most of the readers of my books are over 18.
Yeah.
Which is, but not that we don't love the teenagers. We do.
Well, of course. What was the story that your friend from high school said to you? John, we always wanted to... It's funny, when I knew you, we spent all of our time trying to gain the admiration of 15-year-old girls, and I'm so proud of you for never letting go of that dream.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
What color is your hair? In some videos it's ginger, but others it's blonde.
It's very ginger right now. Yours, mine, everybody's. No, my hair is blonde. I mean, it's like dirty blonde.
Yeah.
It's blonde when I lived in Florida, and now it's much more brown, because it's dark in Montana. Will we ever get to see the Yeti?
Will you ever get to see the Yeti? No. No, this is not the kind of thing that my wife... She would be in the audience. She's been in the audience for several of these, but no, she would not be up here.
She could be sitting right next to you right now. Everybody turn to your left, and if you see a giant white snowman, call out.
Hey Hank, where do you get your info for SciShow?
Where do I get my info?
So, for those who don't know, Hank and I have just launched 2 new YouTube channels. One is called SciShow. It's a lot of science news and everything you need to know about science. And then one is called Crash Course, which is an attempt to educate the world.
I get all of my... I get from all the normal places I ask. Like, the weirdest place is if I were to actually call someone and be like, explain this to me because I do not understand. But usually it's like websites and Wikipedia and reading articles and things that I already knew. And I read a lot of news, science news. I've always read lots of science news because I love it. I used to harbor this dream that I would write for Scientific American someday, and that hasn't happened yet. But I keep emailing them, and I'm like, I make really good science videos, guys. I would totally do this for free. And they're like, we're too cool for you. It's okay. My life is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna complain.
That's like the first worldiest problem of all first world problems.
Our driver said to me recently, all humans must yearn. And I was like, you're a truck driver. But she's been a truck driver for 20 years, and she was like, all humans must yearn. So,
She's generally pretty brilliant.
yeah, stereotypes
By the way,
never
that
happen.
is one thing that we've learned is that driving a large vehicle is an extraordinarily highly skilled
Yes.
job. And I am very glad that we aren't doing it because that vehicle would have been destroyed.
Or we would have just gone home.
Yeah,
How do you
we wouldn't
remove
be here.
How do you remove yourself from your books and resist the temptation to relate them strongly to yourself?
Well, I mean, I talked about that a little bit before. Every time I start writing a book, it's about me and I'm trying to process something and it's selfish and self-indulgent and sentimental and not about a gift for you. And then I have to have a process. That's why it takes me like 4 years to write a book, is that I have to draw myself out of it and try to figure out what's going to be important and interesting for you to read about. What is the exact thought going through your head right now?
I was thinking, boy, I hope the timer doesn't go off while I'm talking.
That's just what I was thinking.
Weird. Has the new cover of Abundance of Catherine's been decided yet, John?
I don't know, Han. Will you talk about whether you liked An Abundance of Catherine's?
John, what is your process like?
What's it like for you to write a song? How long does it take you to write an average song?
I don't know, how long does it take you to write an average book?
For all we know, we have like 4 minutes left, and this is gonna take forever. My process is that I write in the morning, and then I do videos and other stuff in the afternoon, Tumblr and whatnot. You can't cheer for something that has like billions of dollars in venture capital behind it. That's not allowed.
Actually, the question is, what is your process like for getting to know one of your characters? Do you get to know them as you write, or do you do writing exercises, or do they spring from your mind fully formed like Athena?
That's a great question. I usually just like ask them out to dinner, and then, you know, like go to.
Happy dad! Yeah, buddy! Oh my God!
Oh, so because there's so much shock in it. Crap. This is what you people come for.
Oh.
You never know how long it lasts. Catherine, did you just say hard? Oh, don't step on the guitar.
It's perfectly safe. It's going again. We broke it. It just goes forever.
That's my least favorite part of the show. My favorite part is when Hank gets shocked.